lied to me, Mina! How could you do that to your own sister? What are you even talking about, Kaylin? Lied about what? Don't play dumb with me. I found out from Dad that Dan's parents own a whole company. A company, Mina. That means he's the heir. That means he's rich. But you told me he was just a boring office worker. You tricked me. You wanted to keep the golden goose all to yourself. Hold on. That's not what happened at all. Yes, his parents run a business. So what? He doesn't work for them. He's at a completely different company doing his own thing. He's not some spoiled heir. He's a regular guy with a job like anyone else. Like that even matters. He's their only son, Mina. Their only child. He's obviously going to inherit the business someday. You knew that and you didn't tell me because you wanted to hog him for yourself. Admit it. You didn't want me finding out because you knew I'd try to swoop in. Oh my god, Kaylin, listen to yourself. You're acting like I kept some big secret. His family business has nothing to do with our relationship. Why would I even bring that up during our engagement meeting? Because it's important. Because if I'd known, I wouldn't have acted so casual. I would have worn something nicer. I would have smiled more. I would have actually tried to impress him. Are you seriously blaming this on me? You were rude to him from the second he walked in. You gave him this condescending look like he crawled out of the trash. Then you straight up said you weren't interested and walked back to your room. Because I thought he was some no-name pencil pusher. Honestly, I figured your fiancé would be average at best, but I didn't expect you to bring home someone so bland. He's short, his haircut is tragic, he dresses like he shops in the clearance bin, and don't get me started on that stiff, awkward vibe. Ugh. That awkward vibe is called being polite, Kaylin, something you clearly don't understand. Dan might not be flashy, but he's sweet, thoughtful, and kind. He notices the little things. He remembers what kind of tea Mom likes. He asked if Dad was feeling better after his surgery. He's the kind of man who makes life easier, not harder. Wow, okay, calm down, jeez. Look, I might have been a little cold that day, but maybe you could help me fix that. Just tell him I was in a bad mood or something, that I'm usually super sweet and bubbly. You know I can be cute when I want to. Can't you just smooth things over for me? Pretty please. I totally support your marriage and all that. You should tell him I said that too. You're unbelievable. You insulted him to his face, stormed off like a brat, and now you want me to lie for you? Well, yeah, I mean, come on. He could be my future brother-in-law, right? If he likes me, maybe I'll get birthday gifts from him. Maybe he'll bring me stuff from his fancy job. What if he buys me, like, a designer purse or something? You don't know. Oh, for the love of... Stop it! Dan is not rich. His parents owning a company doesn't make him a millionaire. He lives modestly, he pays rent, he commutes to work like everybody else. You've built this ridiculous fantasy in your head, and now you're acting like I stole it from you. Because you did! You had the inside scoop and you didn't share! You knew I was looking for someone successful! You knew I wanted to marry up! But no! You had to swoop in and take the prize all for yourself! He's not a prize, he's a person! A person who deserves better than this greedy, two-faced nonsense you're spewing. Greedy? Excuse me? I'm being realistic. Marrying into money is just smart, Mina. And if you had any sense, you'd see that I could have been an asset to your relationship, not a threat. An asset? By what? Treating him like garbage and then begging for favors? I didn't know he was rich, okay? If I'd known, I would have smiled more, flirted a little, worn better shoes. You really blindsided me, Mina. That's not fair. You're not mad I lied. You're mad you didn't get a chance to chase after him first. That's what this is. I'm mad because you're selfish, because you hid something from your own sister. You could have told me and we could have worked something out. What, like some kind of shared custody agreement? You get him on weekends, I get him on holidays. What are you even saying anymore? Whatever. I just wanted a shot. I've been dreaming of marrying into a family with money since high school, and then you go and lock it down without so much as a warning. Because it's not your business. You don't get a say in who I fall in love with. Yeah, well, I hope you're happy with your modest little man, but if he ever comes into money, don't expect me to stay out of the picture. Stay out of it now, Kaylin. You've said enough.
Mina, we need to talk, and I'm just going to say it. I want to break up.
I beg your effing pardon? You want to break up? What are you talking about? We literally just started planning the wedding. Did something happen? Did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't do anything. You've been fine. But I can't keep pretending anymore. I want to live honestly. I want to be true to what I feel.
Don't you dare feed me that be true to yourself crap.
I've fallen for someone else.
Oh God, no. You've what?
I didn't want to hurt you, but I can't lie to myself anymore. I'm in love. I want to marry for love, not out of habit or obligation.
If you're really gonna do this to me, then you owe me the whole story. Who is it? Who have you fallen for?
It's Kaylin.
Oh, for the love of my sister? You're standing there and telling me you're in love with my little sister?
I know how it sounds, okay, but it's real. This isn't just a fling or some crush. We're already in love. We see each other. We connect. It's intense. It's everything I didn't even know I was missing.
So while I was out shopping for color swatches and dinnerware, you were off falling in love with my sister?
Look, I get that it's a lot to take in for you, but I'd rather break things off now than walk down the aisle with someone who isn't my soulmate. I want to be with the person I truly love, and that person is Kaylin.
You're unbelievable. You know that? Well, keep going. Tell me everything. I want to hear how my own sister became your new soulmate.
You really want to know? Fine. It started a few weeks ago. I walked out of work one evening, and there she was, waiting outside for me.
She actually went to your office? What was she doing there?
She said she felt bad for how she acted during the dinner when you and I announced our engagement. Said she wanted to apologize. She looked nervous. She was constantly fidgeting with her bag, and she said she owed me a proper apology and wanted to treat me to dinner.
That's all it took? You just went with her, just like that?
Look, I didn't see the harm. I figured, what's one meal? She's gonna be my sister-in-law, right? But once we sat down, it was different. We talked, really talked. For the first time, I felt like someone was listening to me, laughing with me. And then, she said it.
Said what?
That she liked me, that she'd been thinking about me ever since that night.
The same night she insulted you and walked out like a spoiled child? That night?
Yeah, well, turns out that was all nerves. She told me later she only acted that way because she was overwhelmed. She said I was totally her type and that she got flustered because she liked me too much. Can you imagine what that felt like? A gorgeous, popular, confident woman like her telling me I was her type? I've spent my whole life being overlooked, mocked, treated like a background character. And suddenly, this beautiful woman sees me, wants me. That night, it changed everything.
You're disgusting. Do you hear yourself right now? You're gloating like you're a high school football player after a big victory.
You don't get it! For the first time in my life, I feel like I matter! With Kaylin, I'm not just the guy Mina settled for. I'm the man she chose. I walk down the street with her, and people stare at us. They know that we've got something going on.
Yeah, I have no doubt people stare at you like they stare at a train wreck. God, Dan, I don't recognize you anymore. The Dan I agreed to marry wasn't this shallow, arrogant fool.
Maybe I've changed, but honestly, I like who I am now. Even my old classmates noticed. We ran into one of them on a date, some guy who used to treat me like dirt. He couldn't believe I was with Kaylin. The look on his face, pure jealousy. It felt incredible, the best I've felt in years.
Wow, so this is what it's about? Petty revenge fantasies? Your entire sense of worth tied to whether people are jealous of your girlfriend?
It's a guy thing, Mina. You just wouldn't understand.
No, Dan. Cheating on your soon-to-be wife with her sister is not a guy thing. It's a scumbag thing. You can keep your ego and your delusions. I'm done. I don't want anything more to do with you. The engagement is over.
I figured you'd say that. Look, about the ring, it's yours. Consider it compensation. It's got a decent resale value. Sell it, pawn it, do whatever you want.
Oh, I will. I'll sell it the second you leave, and I'll use the money to buy myself something nice, something that doesn't reek of betrayal. Congratulations, Dan. You and Kaylin deserve each other. I hope you're both very happy, especially when reality finally catches up. Hey, sis, just wanted to say, sorry for stealing your man. Whoops. If that's supposed to be an apology, don't bother. Okay, you're mad. I get it. But look, it's not like I planned to fall for him. It just kind of happened. Kaylin, don't even bother trying to pretend this was accidental. You didn't fall for him. You targeted him. Hey, I'll have you know that I genuinely wasn't interested in him at first. I thought I'd just play the adorable sister-in-law. You know, look cute, act sweet, stay close, maybe score a few presents here and there. But then I realized something. Why settle for the side role when I could go straight for the lead? Being the bride would be way easier for me, especially when it's a guy like Dan. He's like the perfect target. What's that supposed to mean? He's so easy, Mina. He's not used to girls giving him attention. So, when someone cute and confident like me comes along and gives him just the right amount of praise, instant puppy. He eats it up. I barely have to try. One smile and he's asking what color handbag I like. Wow, so you think Dan is your little pet dog then? A pet dog with a bottomless bank account? Listen to this. In just 1 month, I've gotten perfume, a gold bracelet, a designer purse, 3 fancy dinners, and that's just the stuff I didn't ask for. Uh-huh. So you get everything from him and he gets what from you? Don't worry, I'm rewarding him plenty. He gets to be seen with me. Do you know how that makes him feel? Important, powerful, like he's finally winning. So you see yourself as some kind of cheerleader for the football team? Is that it? No, silly, I'm not the cheerleader. Cheerleaders have to work. Nah, I'm the championship trophy. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm treated like royalty and I've barely lifted a finger. This is what a winner's life looks like. Pretty, pampered, and perfectly planned. If that's what you think winning looks like, I almost feel sorry for you. Don't. Just try not to cry too hard when the invitations arrive. Oh, by the way, we're definitely getting married. That's locked in.
You're talking about marriage already? You've been together for, what, a month?
Yeah, and in that month, Dan's asked me twice now if we can speed things up. He's the one begging for a quick wedding. He says he can't wait to call me his wife. Isn't that sweet?
Sweet is one way to call it. Desperate is another.
Call it what you want. I call it love. And guess what? We already booked the venue. It's beautiful. They've got huge chandeliers, white roses, full-course meals. Oh, now that I think about it, the invitations should be arriving pretty soon. We sent them last week.
You actually sent invitations?
Of course! It's going to be a proper wedding. Big guest list, gorgeous setting. Dan said he wants the world to see me walk down the aisle. I want to show everyone how stunning my bride is, were his exact words. He says he wants our wedding to be unforgettable, like something out of a magazine. I looked at the bottom line on the contract we signed, and you know what it said? $100,000!
And how exactly are you planning to pay for that? That's the kind of money celebrities and executives spend on their weddings. Where is that money coming from?
Oh, please. His parents, obviously. He's their one and only son. Of course they're going to cover it. That's what parents do when their precious baby gets married.
You're banking on them paying $100,000 like it's pocket change?
Why wouldn't they? They own a company. They're loaded. And Dan said they were thrilled when he told them they want this as much as we do, probably more. Honestly, it's cute how confident you were that he'd only ever be ordinary. But turns out you just didn't know how to unlock the good stuff.
Well, you sure do have a lovely life planned out for yourself, Kaylin. Just one problem. Dan's parents, you know, the ones supposedly paying for this dream wedding, they're not his real parents.
Huh? What are you talking about?
His biological parents died in a car crash when he was a baby.
Wait, what?
He was raised by his uncle and aunt. They're the ones you're counting on for that $100,000 wedding bill.
Well, okay, that's something I didn't know about him, but what does it even matter? Biological parents or not, they still promised that they'd pay for his wedding.
No, Kaylin, they didn't.
Dan said they were on board. He promised.
Then he lied. And would you like to know how I know that? I met with them earlier today. They're devastated, furious, madder than I've ever seen them get before. They said that the first time you spoke to them, you were laughing, bragging, gloating the whole time about how fancy a lifestyle you were going to have with Dan. They sat there holding back tears while you texted them pictures of the dress you wanted.
No!
They said they adored me. They were ready to treat me like a daughter. But now, after this circus, they're done. No financial support, no blessing, no wedding.
That can't be right. Dan told me they loved me.
No, their feelings toward you are better described by a different four-letter word. They said they've never been more ashamed. They raised Dan like a son, Kaylin, and now he's betrayed the one person they trusted him with.
They didn't say any of that to me.
Of course they didn't, because you were too busy preening to hear them. You threw away something real so you could play princess. But all you've done is wreck it.
No, they'll come around. They have to. I'll show them that I'll be a way better daughter-in-law than you.
Keep dreaming, but know this, whatever chance Dan had at a respectable future, you torched it, all for a month of handbags and flattery. So yeah, I hope you guys have a plan B in store for that wedding of yours. Dan's adoptive parents, they've completely withdrawn their support. And I'm not just talking about the wedding either.
What are you talking about? They adore him. He's their only son.
Not quite. They raised him, yes, but he was never truly their child. They took him in out of compassion after the accident. But that bond only goes so far when they're blindsided by betrayal. They made it very clear that they won't pay for the wedding, they won't attend, and they certainly won't be handing him the reins to the company.
No, No, that's not right. He told me he was going to be the CEO, that it was all decided.
He told you what you wanted to hear, but the truth? They had no intention of pushing him into that role. They wanted him to find his own way, and now, after all this, they've cut ties entirely.
So, he's not taking over the company? But then what does he do?
He's a regular office worker. Comfortable, maybe, but hardly wealthy. In fact, he was just passed over for a promotion last quarter. The outlook isn't promising.
But he's been spending so much. He bought me gifts, expensive ones.
And now you know where all that money was really coming from. I hope the handbags were worth it.
This is insane. I thought I was marrying into security. I thought this was my chance to finally win at life.
Instead, you married into debt and disappointment. Quite the trade-off, wouldn't you say?
This isn't fair.
Life rarely is, but you weren't exactly playing fair either.
So what? You're just going to mock me now?
Not at all. I'm simply saying I'm grateful. I nearly married a man who clearly wasn't who I thought he was, and now I get to move on. So enjoy your wedding, Kaylin. I'll be sure to send my warmest regards, maybe even a gift, if I'm feeling generous. Let's see. I know, I'll get you the latest edition of Penny Pinching for Morons.
Mina! Please, I really need you right now! Kaylin, she left me!
And?
She said I'm broke, that I'm boring, that she never loved me in the first place!
So she finally told you what we all knew. You want sympathy? Go find a hostess bar. I'm not taking appointments.
No, that's not what I meant. I don't want sympathy, okay? I need your help just for tonight.
Wow, I didn't think you could sink lower, but here we are. Go on. I'm fascinated.
Listen, I had this dinner planned with some old classmates from middle school. You remember them? The ones who used to call me names, push me around, total jerks.
Yes, and somehow I'm still rooting for them.
I was finally going to show them I'd made it, that I had a beautiful fiancé and a glamorous life. I told them I'd bring Kaylin to dinner. I even made the reservation. I can't show up alone.
Then don't.
Please, just this once, dress up like Kaylin and come with me. Say you're her. Just smile and look amazing and say you love me. That's it.
You want me to pretend to be the woman who stole you from me? You're asking your ex to cosplay your ex-fiancé?
I wouldn't put it that way, but yeah, kinda. You're the only one I can ask. You're my sister in... Well, you were.
Don't even finish that sentence.
You always looked good in dresses. You could pull it off with some makeup.
Oh, here's a better idea. You put on the dress. Slap on some lipstick, do your hair, and go strut into that dinner yourself. If anyone asks, just tell them you're Kaylin and you've had some work done.
Don't be cruel, Mina. I'm serious.
So am I. You cheated. You lied. And now you're reaping the consequences. This isn't a drama where the ex swoops in to save the poor fool who threw her away.
But we were good once, weren't we?
Past tense, strong emphasis. We were something. Now we're nothing, and that's exactly what you should expect from me moving forward. Don't call me again, ever.
Mina, I need your help. It's serious. I think I'm married to Dan.
You think? What do you mean you think?
He submitted the marriage certificate. I just found out. I didn't even know he was planning for this.
Wait, what? How is that even possible?
Remember that friend of his, Kyle? The one who became a legal officiant as a joke in college?
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess Kyle signed the marriage form, and Dan got a couple of his idiot friends to witness it. Then he filed it, all behind my back.
So, you're actually married now? Without even realizing it? That's... wow.
Don't you dare laugh!
Sorry, I'm just... wow. You really found the one guy who'd trap you into marriage. Congratulations!
I didn't agree to this. Isn't it, like, illegal or something?
Probably. Sounds like grounds for annulment at the very least. And Dan and his friends probably committed a couple crimes, too. If you can prove it was done without proper consent, you should be in the clear.
That's the thing. Dan planned this out. The officiant was legit. The witnesses were real. I have no alibi for the time and date. He covered every angle.
So, sue him?
I can't. I don't have proof. I'd need a private investigator or something, and those people charge so much.
Wow. Well, sucks to be you.
Mina, please, you're the only person I can ask. Just a little bit of money. Just enough to start the investigation.
You want me to pay to fix your fake wedding?
I need you to save my life. You're my sister.
Sorry, you don't get to play the sister card after everything you've done to me. So, goodbye, Kaylin. Enjoy the newlywed life. I heard Dan still walking around with that marriage certificate like it's a golden ticket, telling anyone who will listen that he's a married man now. He says Kaylin chose him, that their love was meant to be. Problem is, no one's buying it. He's got no wedding photos, no posts, no proof of anything but a single piece of paper. People are starting to whisper that he made the whole thing up. Some say he's delusional, others just avoid him altogether, like he's contagious. As for Kaylin, she's been quietly messaging guys she used to flirt with, desperate really, offering to meet up just to talk, pretending nothing's changed. But they all shut her down. One of them actually told her, "You were just a fling, I don't do drama." Brutal. But not wrong. She even tried to sign up for a dating agency, but they turned her away. Apparently, being legally married isn't great for your dating profile. Last I heard, she was sitting on a park bench with 2 suitcases and no place to go, trying to decide if she should move in with Dan just to have a roof over her head.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.